Morning. Yes, we're going to talk about the barn restoration we did this past week. Lawn looks gorgeous, by the way. I just put up a video. We're now into our slow release fertilizers. Make sure you get the lawn guides. The lawn guides are up and we walk you through the whole year. Get them, they're free. Get them, use them. But today we're going to talk about this barn restoration that we're doing. This new property is a 40-acre farm property, we'll call it. It's a gorgeous piece of property, but it's been abandoned for about 5 years. The owner, was in his 80s, so he probably hadn't worked it in a while. Plus, it's been abandoned for several years, and everything's just junk, overgrown, everything. So we had to make a decision on this barn. I like the barn. It's just cool. I just love old barns, and I didn't want to take it down. The inside structurally is fine. It's perfect. But, just outside, it's all overgrown. You couldn't even get inside of it. So a lot of what we did was just hard labor. Cutting, chainsaws, weed whackers, clearing this thing out. That was the hardest part. Pulling junk out of it. There's vultures inside of it. We call it the vulture barn because the vultures always are inside of it. But I didn't spend that much on this. I didn't want to spend a bunch. The main expense was the tin roof. I probably spent about $1,200 on new tin that we're putting up, and I haven't even finished that in this video. We've got more tin coming in. I only used 2 or 3 gallons of primer and 2 or 3 gallons of regular paint, and I sprayed it. Just a lot of cleanup work. We cut down one of the roof lines because it was too low. So I'll just walk you through it. This isn't a real in-depth video. I figured I'd just show you because it came out pretty cool. So hold on. So what's funny is the house is actually built backwards. If you ask us, the front is facing the road, but you can't see the road. See all this crap? Still got a sofa here. See all the trees with a pink mark on them are coming out. All these trees back here. All these trees are coming out. We're going to open this back area up so we have a view of the front field. But that's the back of the house, which is the front. So we are just going to leave that because no one ever sees it. And this was a dirt road, a path, and we've had this whole thing graveled all the way up to the back field. Now, Doc, why do you have a UTV? Because 40 acres is a long walk if you ever have to walk it. You don't realize how much land 40 acres is. So I sprayed this upper field. We're going to have it bush hogged. It was some kind of pasture. We believe the guy a long time ago may have had goats. I don't know. But it has this horrible clumping grass. I don't know what it is. Some kind of clumping field grass. And I sprayed it with a combination of glyco and final sand. Now, final sand is an organic soapy that kills everything. And man, what a burn off. So there's that front field. Now, before I show you the barn, understand that we couldn't see the barn. So there it is now. So we've cleared all around it. It looks so much better. So we're gonna fix those. We decided what we're gonna do. I've got new metal roofing. Oh, there goes the buzzards. The buzzards are always in here. We're gonna put new metal roofing on here. We're gonna paint the sides brick red, and it'll be cute. Now, Mark is a local guy that I've hired to help me with this project. He's really good. So what he did, this roof line came all the way out here, came all the way out to here. I had him cut it back so I can, at least if I need to get a tractor or something in here, I can get it. So he cut that back and braced that up. We're going to put metal on that. Like I said, we're going to paint that red. And then here's the little inside of the barn. What's interesting, God, a vulture's going to hop out of here and scare the crap out of me. Watch this. What's interesting is you can see little stalls here, and they're too small for cattle, and the pellets in here are little round pellets, so we're assuming it was goats that he had in here. But it's a cute little barn. We hate to tear it down, so I'll throw a few $1,000s at it and get this thing looking nice. It'll just be really cool, you know, to once we open up that view to the house, be able to look out here and see the barn and see the pasture out here. That'll make all the difference in the world. So that's that. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put out some seed now. Get the UTV. I took the excavator and I pulled this tree. We cut this, pulled it off the cattle trailer. We got to cut that all up. This is just the junk. That's just the crap. And people just have crap. So that's a whole nother 30-yard dumpster. This I call the baby Jesus manger, the baby Jesus barn, because it looks like a Christmas scene. Authorized personnel only. And this is where I keep my little UTV. Works out perfect. So I'm gonna get in it and morning. So we're out here, we're working on this barn. And if you didn't know, you couldn't even see the barn when we first got the place. There's trees and shrubs and everything. So the siding, I'm getting ready to paint. I'm gonna prime this whole side. I probably use a dark gray primer. Then I'm gonna hit it, make it red. Anything that's this way is gonna be red. And then we're gonna have either that brown or silver on the roof. I'm just taking 30-second cleaner. And these panels, a lot of these panels are solid green. You can see all the green on it, and I'm just wiping it down with 30-second cleaner once, and then coming back by and then just wiping it off again. And that'll be good enough for the primer. Again, I don't know that we'll ever use the barn, but we want to make it look like it. Howdy. So Mark's got that upper portion done with the new tin. He's flattening this out. We're just going to re-tin over the old tin on this. And then what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to paint this red. But the primer that I'm using can only be tinted a certain way, so I'm tinting it green, gray. This is a water-based, which is really nice. It's a water-based primer that'll stick to metal. So, oh, wasp. So, I'm going all along here. This is what it did look like. So I'm taking that brown and painting it gray because we want everything that's going up and down to be red. I'm gonna prime all this, paint that red. We're gonna put new metal on top of this. I gotta paint that red too, so here we go. Never a dull moment. All right, so I'm up here on top of the, as you can see, where this is the new metal that we've got on the roof over here. And we're gonna put new metal over there and new metal here, just right on top of the old metal. And then I gotta prime this whole wood section. We're gonna paint it red. There's that field, that front field that I sprayed. You can see where I stopped spraying over there. So let's get spraying this primer. I'm glad I'm not doing this in the middle of July. So there you can see the wet color. This will darken just a little bit. It's kind of like a real dark barn red. So all these surfaces that are up and down will be the red. Everything else will be metal roofing. And let me just shoot a little bit of this so you can see it going on. That actually had water in it when I was cleaning out the hose. That wasn't too smart. So. So we saved this old barn. It's just aesthetics. We just wanted to save this barn. We'll end up spending about $1,500, $2,000 bucks. Most of that's going to be in metal roofing because that stuff's expensive. The paint was nothing. I was able to paint this exterior with just a few gallons with that sprayer, but see if you can see this here. So this roof line will be silver, and you have the red background on it. We might paint that roof at some point silver or gray. So now we've got a nice red barn. I left the gate gray. I painted that gray primed. And then I think this is where you can start to see it. So that new silver, this whole roof line will be all silver. You can see he's starting to do it over there. And then the whole barn is actually that barn red. I love that color. So this pine tree we cut down, we have to pull it away. All that junk over here was pulled out of the barn. It's just crap, and there's still more crap in there. We have sprayed this field, and we're gonna have it bush hog so we can do some plantings up here. But I think you'll be able to see now it looks kind of cute. We're not trying to make it perfect, but man, that paint really did a great job. You couldn't see this side of the barn, so this has all been cleared out. That's been painted. I didn't have time to clean up yesterday. Let me walk around this way. Oh, there goes Mr. Vulture. And the vultures love to sit in there. So on these roofs we're putting tin as well too, so you have that nice shiny contrast against it. At some point it wouldn't be bad to actually paint that roof silver up there. But man, she just looks so good. What a difference. I really am glad that we actually saved this place. Again, we didn't spend a whole bunch. The most expensive part of this restoration for us was, or salvage, not restoration, is the tin. I mean, we'll spend probably $1,200 on tin, $1,300 on tin. The paint, I was shocked. It only took about, using my Graco with a 515 tip. I put a light coat of primer on it, including the metal. That's metal. And that primer worked really well. Let me grab the cans. So let me show you the paint I used. I used Valspar Storm Coat exterior paint. Now that's the red paint on here, and it really looks good. The primer, I need to get these closed up real quick. The primer was actually this right here, the Bullseye 123. Now this is a water-based. This is a water-based cleanup, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want to have to come out here with a bunch of paint thinner, but I really like the way that this actually coated out. I wasn't trying to get it too thick on there, just enough, but man, high gloss. It'll be easy to clean out. Oh, is it recording? I just changed baits. I put on a spinner bait the first cast. He's pretty. So I just put on a spinner bait. Oh! He likes that. So we are back home, and this is what we're dealing with. Rain, rain, rain. We are going to have rain all day, and then about 3 o'clock we have some severe thunderstorms moving in. It is just going to be absolutely drenched down here. If you understand, if you've been following our channel, that pond basically drained almost all the way out. Thankfully not all the way, the fish survived. But it is filling up, and after this it's going to be completely full. I'm just thrilled to death. So anyways, hit subscribe. Lawn stuff, ton of lawn stuff coming up. I'll show you the updates on the house. My tree guy came out today and gave me some quotes on clearing out all those trees we want cleared out. Bunch of work going on. Talk to you later. Bye.